Hi friends, today I'm going to review the book, Be Your Customer's Hero, Real-World Tips and Techniques for the Service Front Lines by Adam Toporek. Hero Class Customer Service. Many companies strive to be heroes to their customers. Some airlines give passengers gifts. Some banks use ATM machines to offer unexpected presents. These promotions may win some publicity, but they have little to do with day-to-day customer service. Prioritize meeting your customers' needs all the time. Be sure all of their experiences with your company are positive and frictionless. Your attitude will determine your ability to serve customers, your ability to inspire others, and your ability to work your way up in your organization. Making customers happy doesn't mean buying into the old adage, the customer is always right. The customer is often preposterously and absurdly wrong. Move beyond a literal interpretation. Think what the words signify. Place your customers first. Take good care of them at every turn. You and the customer are not on equal terms. Your job is to serve your customers. They don't serve you. Among every 100 customers, you can expect that 15 will treat you well. 50 will be pleasant. 20 will be neither good nor bad. 10 will be rude. 4 will go out of their way to be surly and unpleasant. 1 will be nutty and frightening. Treat them all with courtesy, respect, and deference. Nice or not, your customers must be your most pressing priority. Modern life is full of hassles, and people are more sensitive than ever to companies that create hassles for them. Follow the examples set by retailers like Amazon and Nordstrom. They don't see their customers as just passing participants in a one-off transaction. Instead, they try to build relationships with their clientele. Strong customer relations are indispensable to their operations. The 7 service triggers. Customers' retail experiences can influence their actions and their attitudes about your business. Frontline and customer service personnel can trigger a customer's negative reactions by duplicating bad behavior that he or she remembers from some previous encounter. Negative triggers and the sour attitudes they prompt can kill potential sales and forestall customer engagement. Employees who deal directly with the customers need to be aware of and prevent 7 primary triggers of complaints of bad service. Being ignored. Everyone hates to be treated as if they are unimportant or not even present, especially customers who enter your store. Unfortunately, many customer-facing professionals, CFPs, aren't present for their clients. They're too busy texting their friends, extending their breaks, or talking with other workers. To avoid setting off this trigger, be aware of what your customers expect. A minute wait in a fast food line will seem a long time to a hungry patron in a hurry. The same wait will seem inconsequential in most other settings. If you're working on addressing a customer's problem and it's taking a bit of time, periodically check back with the client to explain that you are actively working on solving the issue. Being abandoned, whether standing at the sales counter or on hold on the phone, customers will fret when the rep who's supposedly helping them disappears for an extended period. To avoid sparking the shopper's feeling of abandonment, secure a little buy-in for your response time. For instance, you might say, "Ma'am, I need to check the storeroom. Do you have 5 minutes for me to go look for that size?" Or, "Sir, my manager is not in until morning. Would you mind if we got back to you by the end of the day tomorrow?" Being hassled. Difficulties can happen amid the turbocharged pace of modern business. Of course, the more you can eliminate them, the more satisfied your customers will be. Your goal is to make your company known as being easy to do business with. Learn what hardships your customers experience and try to fix them. If you are a frontline employee, determine the extent of your authority. Find out from your manager how far you can go to solve a customer's problem. Don't be afraid to ask. Your boss will appreciate your desire to make customers happy by solving their problems. Being faced with incompetence. No one wants to deal with a representative who doesn't know what to do. Unfortunately, a little incompetence goes a long way. Customers might even detect a pattern of incompetence where none exists. Clients who previously experienced incompetence at your company will be quick to ascribe similar blame again to frontline employees, even for minor problems they might otherwise find insignificant. To avoid being tagged as incompetent, strengthen your professionalism. Ask for help from seasoned employees. Model yourself after them. Help customers change their perspectives about your firm's supposed incompetence by thoroughly explaining any issue to the customer. Demonstrate your dedication to the client's well-being. Being shuffled. In a survey, 41% of respondents said that their number one service problem is having to speak with multiple agents and starting over every time. Service representatives should try never to transfer a telephone customer to another person. Sometimes this isn't possible, but it helps to learn who in your company can take certain steps for customers. If you must transfer a client, send him or her directly to the person who can fix the problem. Minimize dissatisfaction by explaining early in the call that you may need to transfer the client to resolve their issue. Then customers can save their drawn-out stories for the next rep. When you connect a customer to another representative, fill him or her in on the specifics of the client's problem before you say goodbye. Being powerless. Today more than at any time in the past, customers feel they have no power. This is due to the immense growth of corporations. Customers once could deal with familiar merchants and local tradespeople for most of their needs. Now mega corporations are replacing small local companies, so customers often feel they are dealing with faceless employees who don't care about them. The problem of apparent powerlessness arises from customers' attitudes. Even if a client has a problem you can't fix, you can communicate through your words and actions that you care about your customers and that they matter to you. Being disrespected. Making a customer feel unseen or even insulted casts a pall on every other aspect of your relationship. Try to change this perception. Quickly demonstrate respect by smiling at your customer, establishing eye contact, and being unfailingly polite. A simple thank you goes a long way with a customer who feels disrespected. Be direct. Tell customers you respect them. Say outright, "We value your business and you are important to us." Be a great teammate. People are naturally social. They feel comfortable working in teams. Great service depends on great teamwork. To optimize customer service, all customer-facing professionals should adopt an "it's showtime" attitude. The Disney Corporation calls its employees cast members and sees the experience they create for customers as a show. Your CFPs should develop the same attitude. All CFPs should dress appropriately and act and look like professionals. This means showing up at work on time and using proper language. Prepare for the CFPs who work the shifts after yours. For example, perhaps some of the sales signs caused confusion among customers during your shift. If so, get them fixed before the next shift arrives. Own the service floor. First impressions are important, and research shows that they crystallize in a tenth of a second. For retailers, first impressions are both environmental, whether the windows are clean and your stock is arranged neatly, and interactional, whether your staff members are courteous and helpful. Teach your CFPs to be friendly and to communicate with clients in an upbeat, energetic way. For example, CFPs shouldn't say they're doing fine. They should be doing great. They should make themselves available to customers, but never hover. Browsing customers dislike having salespeople linger too closely. Be near enough to be called, but not near enough to annoy. Communicate like a pro. The polite behavior that grandmas teach small children is a building block for perfect service on the sales floor. Please, thank you, sir, and ma'am are permanent, vital components of effective communication. Using these polite terms fuels hero-class customer experiences. Besides using the right words, be mindful of your body language. Nonverbal communication constitutes 55% of the emotional impact of any interaction. Telephone personnel should smile when you dial. Listen carefully and give customers your undivided attention. One advantage of being on the front lines is that customers usually understand that you have limited control over things outside your immediate area. Use the 10 power words to add impact to your communication with customers. Say that you appreciate and respect the customer. Accept accountability and tell the consumer that you understand the problem and you're committed to solving it. Use absolutely instead of just yes. And when the client has to take a step to solve the issue, suggest it, as in, based on the level of wear, we strongly suggest you replace your front 2 tires. Give the shopper options and call your mutual problem a challenge. For example, the challenge is that we don't manufacture that part ourselves. And 10th, to show the client all is well, cite your solution. Cater to the customer to master difficult situations. Like everyone else, CFPs hate to get complaints. But being the subject of complaints is actually better than having customers fail to communicate and instead just quit doing business with you. Complaints give you an opportunity to learn about problems and solve them. Use the cater process to deal with customer complaints. Concentrate on what the customer is saying by showing you understand the problem. Acknowledge the customer's communication by repeating what the customer told you. When you hear the problem, thank and apologize, succinctly and sincerely. Then explain the reasons why the problem occurred and resolve the situation by fixing the problem. Handle nightmare customers. The most frequently asked question at CFP training workshops is, how do I handle a customer who is going off on me, who is completely irrational and who is just plain crazy? Unfortunately, when it comes to nightmare customers, each one demands a different solution. However, you can take concrete steps to reduce the number of nightmare customers you encounter. To diffuse irate customers, maintain your equanimity. Don't argue. Reframe the issue. Speak in non-threatening language. Don't use strong gestures. Watch your expressions. Show respect. Is there anything more frustrating than having a service issue and dealing with someone who simply does not know what he is doing? Sometimes this will all work and sometimes nothing works. In such cases, try something like this. It's obvious that I'm unable to resolve your issue, and I'm truly sorry. If you'll let me, I'd like to personally make sure you get to my manager, so she can help resolve this issue positively for you. If the customer threatens you physically, stop the conversation and get your boss. Understand the digital front lines. While increasingly popular, digital communication can be tricky. Nonverbal cues and body language signals don't apply if you aren't in the same place. Nevertheless, you must provide excellent customer service online as well as offline. Share your client's concern for privacy and security issues. At work every day, even your best customers can be complicated, irrational, and easy to disappoint. When you are online, you can use many of the same communication techniques that you use successfully offline. For example, liberally insert please and thank you in your emails and chats. Keep your communication style friendly and informal. Avoid canned email responses. Directly address all the issues your customer raises. Respond promptly to customer queries or complaints on social media. And acknowledge praise with equal speed. If you can't resolve a problem online, arrange to settle it offline. Be your customer's hero. To deliver heroic customer service, 1. Work overtime to meet your customers' expectations and, if possible, surpass them. 1. Make all interactions with your customers as frictionless as possible. 1. Be consistent in these efforts. When you allow your last difficult customer to take up residence in your mind, your next customer inevitably becomes an extension of that person. Learn everything you can about what your customers expect. Be hyper-attentive to their wishes and smile as you deliver service that meets their goals. Eliminate any sticking points in the purchasing experience. Anticipate difficulties and problems and be thorough in getting rid of them. Become your customer's hero. Takeaways. Providing great customer service means anticipating and fulfilling your customers' needs. Don't expect graciousness from customers. You cater to them, they don't cater to you. Your orientation should be relational, not transactional. Frontline employees can provoke customers' negative reactions. Carefully train your frontline people to use high-quality customer service techniques. Modern life seems to be a never-ending series of hassles. Improve customer service to eliminate hardships for your clients. Today, many customers feel powerless. Show them that they are important to you. Staying calm may relax an angry nightmare customer, but no single tactic works with everyone. The polite behavior that grandmas teach small children makes for perfect customer service. Always say, "Please, thank you, sir and ma'am." The best way to deal with a customer service problem is to prevent it from happening. To render hero-class service, meet your customers' expectations all the time. Did you know that around 70% of our viewers haven't subscribed to our channel yet? If you're one of them, why not consider hitting that subscribe button? It's a great way to stay up to date with our latest videos and support our channel at the same time. Join the majority of our community and subscribe today. Thanks for watching.